So this is my NXT review, and this was actually a very good show, like a very good follow-up to Halloween Havoc, and NXT Gold Rush is happening in a few weeks, and pretty exciting for what is happening. So the main story crux throughout the show was Ricky Saints and Trick Williams tearing each other apart, because the show started with like a one shot of Trick Williams going into like the production department and then going from there straight to the ring, like essentially like talking about how he's not going to let Ricky Saints get away with it, that it's still his show. Then when he gets to the ring, like the master on the mic, he is as a heel. Like Trick says that he has defeated Ethan Page. He showed Carmelo Hayes who is him. So he showed Pete Dunne who is the last man standing. He defeated the Mad Dragon, and then Ricky ran straight while talking that it's big coming from a man who just got beat up by me on Halloween Havoc, and they had a brawl. That was then stopped, and after that you had like a Blake Monroe video package that she's going to defend her North American Women's Championship in New York. You also had the Evolve Championship getting defended. It was Kendall Gray against Lash Legend. I don't know what the direction of Lash Legend is now. Like when they brought up Naya down to NXT, it felt like it was to benefit Lash Legend, but she just defeated her and now she is nowhere. Even with Jada Parker, they like bring her out of purgatory for a while so that they can, have her get beat or beat in some number one contenders tournament, and then she's just gone. So I don't know what the direction is. The match was fine. I You had Ren Sinclair ringside because Kendall Gray is a member of the No Cash Republic, or is going to be, and Kendall Gray retained her Evolve Women's Championship. You also had Tatum and the rest of the culling out on stage, and they had like a tilt wheel or whatever it's called, spinning wheel, where there was all the NXT women's superstars names, and Izzy was like, you should not do this, because this time she was actually thinking about the group, because she was like, why do you want to like defend your title this quick? Like the culling can lose the title. And Sean Spears, like like the devious fan that he is, mentioned that Izzy, your name's not on there. So and Tatum was quick to say like, I will never let anything get between a friendship. Like we will never fight each other. And then she spinned the wheel and it landed on Lola Weiss. So it was decided, and Tatum was like, she's happy, and they're gonna have a NXT Women's Championship match tonight. He also had Miles Bone versus Tavion Heights, which was a fine match. I think the final sequence was good, but it was a little bit iffy, I would say. The way that the roll up was done, I don't know. It just didn't fell perfectly in sync. You had Josh Briggs there ringside, who tried to interfere, but then Miles Bone took him out as well. After the match, Tavion and Miles hugged, but then Briggs attacked Tavion, and that's how it ended. So it kind of feels like you're gonna have Briggs going up against Tavion as the next feud. So okay, that's fine. You also had the and then when the NXT Women's Championship match happened, yeah, I'm forgetting one thing. After the match, Trick Williams attacked him with a chair. He attacked Miles Bone with a chair, and then again Ricky was out there. They had a brawl and everything. Then you had the NXT Women's Championship getting defended, and it was a fine match until Fatal Influence interfered, and then they laid both Lola Weiss and Tatum Paxley out. They also laid Izzy Dame out the ringside as well. So I can see a potential triple threat match happening, maybe at Gold Rush, because you know Lola didn't lose the match, and that way they can elongate the feud. Like Shawn Michaels does this a lot. Like when he needs to elongate a feud, he adds other people for a while so that he can fill up the content on TV. You also had the main event was the TNA Championship, the TNA Knockouts Championship getting defended, which was Kalani Jordan defending against Jordan Grace, both NXT talent. The thing is, one thing that this NXT TNA partnership has done is that now it's just normalized that TNA championships get defended on WWE television, and that's on like national television, like on networks. Like the CW is a big network. Like last week, the Leon Slater defended his X Division championship against Stax. This week, Kalani, even though both are NXT stars, but still, like this was a good match. You had Trick Williams come out with Ricky Saints. They were having a brawl while the match was going on, and while everyone was distracted, Kelani took the belt and hit Jordan Grace with it, and in the same way, turning heel. And it was very surreal to see like Carmelo, he's fiance of Kalani Jordan. You had Trick Williams, his former partner there. It was a little bit funny. So Kalani won and she retained. And after the match, they were brawling, and then Ricky put Trick through like the wooden thing, through which I remember Tony D'Angelo put stacks through it and then threw him out of there as well. So that happened, and then Ava, in the most like her trying to be like very like you won't end this, but at the same time she just has that nonchalant thing where she's a very bad actor as well. The combination of that was very funny in her voice, and then she said, "In 2 weeks it will be both of you in a last man standing match." So this has to be the final match, right? Unless you're having Trick Williams win that match. Maybe you have Oba Femi return, and maybe Oba Femi returns and he costs Ricky Saints the match, and that way Trick can win the championship and maybe Ricky can win it again. Like, I will not be surprised because Shawn Michaels does these things. I won't be surprised if Trick wins and he doesn't even hold the title for long. But I hope Ricky wins and Trick Williams' time in NXT ends. I would have liked it if it ended at Halloween Havoc too, but the way that they structured the whole episode around these two brawling, it was very good. But it needs to end sooner than later. I don't want it to go long as they did with Remember when it was Bailey, Roxanne, Julia, and Cora Jade? The way they made it a like fatal four way or a triple threat, like the way that they just extended that feud. I don't want that to happen here. I think this was a fine show. I would give this a 3.5 out of 5 show. It was good progression from Halloween Havoc, and it will make people excited about the shows coming up, be it next week or 2 weeks after this. So, what did you think about the show? What did you think about my review? Tell me in the comment section. If you like this type of content, like this video, share and subscribe. If you don't, then share it with those who do. My social media accounts, which are my Twitter/X account and my Instagram account, links are in the description. So, go follow me on that. My UPI ID link, which is shareboy@okicici, is also in the description. So go donate any amount of money which you can, which can help me make YouTube a permanent career option. So that was it for me for today. So thank you, goodbye, Alvida.